What the heck is real anymore? Great topic for discussion. It's going to be a deep one. You might have stumbled across this live stream today, and you're in a place in your life where you're asking yourself, what is even real anymore? And, talking with several of my friends, seeing the reactions of people. This comes from both stuff that you see on the TV and within social media, and maybe even your own reality. By the end of this very powerful lesson today, I'm going to teach you what is actually real, because it's a very confusing world to see what's going on. I don't know if the chat is glitching. I'm reading the chat right now. You could hit 555 if you hear me coming in, reporting live from the fifth dimension. We are out here in the fifth dimension today. What is even real anymore? I've seen so many things that have not made any sense in the past several months, really. But this is kind of coming up to the surface. A lot of this is deep-rooted energies that reside within the subconscious. There's the movement of Pluto. Some of you know about that. All of this has to deal with the subconscious. The behaviors of people, of the world right now, when things just aren't adding up. What is actually real? And I'm going to start us off with a real life story from yesterday that really inspired me to do this message, to talk about this topic. So I appreciate everyone coming on. Angelic Butterfly, Lowell, Turple, Inda Heart, Midge, what's going on? Appreciate everyone getting on. Very grateful if you could click the like button in the now moment. It allows others to get this message. So grateful for our Facebook Light Warriors, everyone that came over from Facebook last night. Very grateful for all of you. Keep smashing the like button. The movement is underway. I appreciate it. What's up, David? Poppy. It's good to see everyone coming in. So yesterday, you know what? Today is it's more of a, I got to get in my casual mode for today. The whole lesson. Those that watch my live streams out here, I get into professional mode and then I get into casual mode. So we have to have some casual vibes for today. It's Grand Rising. Appreciate everyone coming on. Oh, I appreciate that fit, Britt. You like this shirt? Do you like the blue? The blue right now, you have to understand the importance of your voice. Speaking your reality into existence. A lot of people, they and the world and everything that we've been through post 2020, a lot of people weren't able to express themselves. And this is sometimes it's not even just the voice itself to speak, suppression, but to not be able to express yourself. It's a very difficult thing. And that's why people are rejecting the reality. These are very powerful videos that I've been sharing the past week. As we see this energy is rising up, people are questioning the official narrative. People are questioning weird stuff that they're literally experiencing in their life, even to little things like Mandela effects. Right? There's worldwide Mandela effects, and then there could be like something in your life. And I swear I put this over here, and then it moved. So you could see these glitches as well. Cliff, very grateful for the coffee. Cheers. Cheers to you, Cliff. Very grateful for that. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I love you. And if you're just coming in, this is a deep chat today. Please put a like on this live stream so people will catch it. I know it's a different topic, but you're here and you're saying to yourself, what is even real anymore? Yesterday, I see my friend Christian in the gym, and he comes over to me, and he's like, "Yeah, haven't seen you in a while, brother. You know me." He's speaking about him and his wife, and he's saying, "I don't know what it is, but I've been feeling, like this very heavy depression lately, and not feeling right." I said, "That's interesting that you said that. I just did a world famous video on why you feel very depressed and feel like you're about to die." And so we're having the conversation. I just talked about the throat chakra, and this is happening. Isn't that interesting? So clearing out the throat chakra. So we're having this conversation, and he goes, he goes, "You know what? And I feel this way as well. Not to want you to feel depressed, but I feel comfortable now knowing that you also feel this level of depression right now." And that's why we're collaborating as a community at this time. So many people are feeling this heavy energy. Are you feeling this heavy energy right now? So we're having this conversation, and he goes, "Yeah, it actually gives me comfort to know that you feel it. Not that I feel, I want to, don't want you to feel depression either. But we're all kind of feeling it. Kind of gives us comfort that this is an energy that's rising up. We pick up from the collective." So then he turns to me and he says, "Yeah, but you know what? I'm seeing on my he utilizes X a lot and Facebook also as well." And he goes, "A lot of people, they don't think anything's real anymore. They're questioning everything. They don't believe anything." I said, "Yeah. A lot of people, more and more people at this time are starting to question like never before. Everyone's saying, what is even real anymore?" And this was really sparked. There was a massive catalyst event in the past month, and it was given to humanity. Here you go. And there are so many ways to break it down. But so many people, I was even speaking to one of my neighbors here, and he said, I don't know. I just want to know the truth. I just want to know the truth. Does that resonate with you? Are you feeling this right now? I just want to know the truth. The depression that a lot of us are feeling or rejecting the reality that we're experiencing. You might be living a reality that's it's not real. And your soul is tired of, you're not going to interact with this reality. I did this very powerful talk on the channel. You should check it out. And when you start to reject the reality, your body, your signals, right? Because this reality that we experience, there's a connection to it. Almost like a holographic reality. Now, you don't have to take it literal like there is a video game, but I want you to understand a lot of these computers and video games and stuff like that is a replication of this reality. Do you get it? So we're disconnecting. We're starting to see the glitches. We're seeing glitches within people in our lives. What is actually real? When you see more and more stuff on social media, on the TV, that doesn't make sense. It has to be this way because you have to wake up from it yourself. You have to do it yourself. Individuation is a big energy right now. Individuation, not NPC carbon copy drones. Okay, please put a like on this video if you're getting the deeper message here. Are you an NPC drone, or are you going through the process of individuation? This is where you, again, we're not better than one another, but you are a unique expression of God. That's what you are. You're a unique expression of God. And you have to go through this individuation. to learn who you truthfully are. And I'm sharing from my lens. I get aggravated. I get very my tolerance level is below a zero. Okay. I shared this phrase, and you might be going through this as well. Intuition up, tolerance down. Oh, there's the Holy Spirit fire rage that goes through me when people tell me how to live my everyday life. Does that resonate with you? There's a Holy Spirit fire rage that goes through my body when people tell me how to live my everyday life, when my intuition knows what's right for me, my way of life, what I need to teach, what I want to eat, who I want to date. These are things, right? Everyone in the world thinks they know, but they don't know anything. Q writes, flipping tables. Oh, yeah. You know, and that's again a big process, because, you know, people, you know, they always, this is how the narcissists, these are how people that have no power, they have no power. This is how they continue their game, and they say, turn the other cheek. You turn the other cheek to, like, you know, maybe your mother that loves you so much, and maybe she doesn't get something, and you go along, right? People that you love, but not when narcissists out in the world, they're trying to deter you from the dreams, the goals, the aspirations that God, the blessings that God has in store for you. You have to have zero tolerance for these things. So you will reject this more and more. And you're tired of not living an authentic life. Brandy writes, we'll grab the hammer. Definitely have to grab that hammer. This is always a journey of self-discovery. This is always a journey of learning your worth. I've been sharing this for years. You will be lost if you don't get your self-worth. You're worthy of your goals, your dreams, the wealth. You're worthy of your work being seen and heard. You're worthy of the relationship that you've always desired. Not everything is good or bad. It just is. You could have a job, you could have a work, and it could feed your soul. It could feed your soul. You get so much energy from this work. It's not work, it's a vocation, okay? Professor's teaching you, right? It's vocation in life, not a job. You get so much energy from this. This other job here, it drains you. Even if that one pays more, you lose your soul. You get sick from it. Having a relationship, and more people, when you go through the process of individuation, you don't need a relationship. But it comes from a different place when your soul is called to a specific person. It comes from a different place. That's the goal. That's the drive. Don't settle for the mundane. Don't settle for stuff that your intuition, what is real, is coming from inside of you. It's not out in the world. There's nothing out there that's real. Deep chat today. David Perez, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. We're all grateful for your wisdom. My daily therapy. Thank you, Michael. New York City, one love. I love you, David. Shout outs to New York City. Hold down the fort, baby. Yeah, sometimes we're put in a golden cage. I like to call it the golden handcuffs. Ella Bear, thanks for bringing that up. You know, you could have the golden handcuffs on, and you say, "Oh, I'm making all this money. I'm doing all the," you know. But what is actually important in life? Is it even real? Is your job even real? Some people are showing up to work. And again, we've gone through a massive, already big spiritual awakening journey for the collective. And there was something that happened a couple of years ago. It was called the Great Resignation, where people started evacuating their jobs to go for what their soul actually is calling them to do. Your soul. is calling you to do this, to be here. There are many occurrences in our lives, in our everyday lives, and these are quantum events. These are teaching us about who we truthfully are. I did a very powerful chat yesterday, why you must wrestle with God to shift the timeline. It's a rite of passage. You should check that out. Oh man, I wish I had the camera that way faster. All the birds came. Maybe they'll come back. That's why I love to be out in nature. Get the nature signs, get the nature vibes. God will crack you open. Yeah. It's very difficult to go through the crushing. Some people know about the crushing. God will put you through the crushing. It's not an easy thing. He's got us in the headlock. Absolutely. But when you're in that wrestle mode, that's how you get very close. And you know, we have to be strong for what's coming. And what's coming is the kingdom of heaven on earth. But we have to do it the right way. We have to do it the proper way. You know, I've seen so many people, they got destroyed. They got destroyed from their fake relationship. And I'm here to tell you, you want to go on that longest journey and make the correct decision. Do it before. Don't have the relationship destroy you. Go through the crushing before and then go, right? Go through the crushing for and then you'll find your job opportunity. Some people, I know I'm just giving examples. I talk to so many people. I've shared this many times. You might be considered what is called a chosen one. And random people tell you their life story. Mike, I relocated myself. I did everything. I got this. This was going to be the greatest job. And then 6 months later, they had to leave. They did all this for nothing. Again, it's their journey. It's what they learn. Oh, Mike, I relocated for this girl. You know, I did all these things. You know, 6 months later. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are going through the stuff before. God is going to give you the stuff before and then releases the blessing. And a lot of these things come from the quantum. And then you're going to find yourself, how you doing? You're going to find yourself, because if you're conscious and aware like I am, if you're sealed in the forehead like I am, and you're seeing stuff that doesn't make sense, and you're sitting there and you're like, I know what I saw, I know that, and then you're going to find yourself curled up in the fetal position, right? And you're saying, what the heck is even real? What the heck is even real? Jeffrey Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful. 144, rise unseen, going through the Heinrich metamorphosis. Oh, I love it. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. Very grateful for that. And it really is Heinrich metamorphosis. What I have been through this year, I would not wish on anyone. And a lot of these things, it wasn't, you know, like it when you feel, some people in life, they don't understand the crushing of God, the frequency recalibration. It's not easy. All right, I just put up a post this rising on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. We're growing like never before, and grateful for everyone that came over from Facebook here. And let's go back and forth, and we keep growing the community both ways. You have to deal with these things. And in this world right now, this stuff that you're waking up to has always been here. You're just becoming more aware of it. You know, there was I don't know if you know, there was a crazy event that happened, a quantum event that happened last month. And a lot of people, they saw all this evil and sick things that people were saying. And they said, I can't believe all these things. And I told my friend, I said, this was always here. It's just being seen now. Open your eyes, see the truth. see the truth. God has shown me a lot of truths this year. Ultimately, in my life, I'm a truth seeker like all of you. The truth about the universe, the truth, and I learned a lot of things. And, if you're wired the way that I am, what I could take from this year is that I learned a lot of truths. And you don't learn these truths if you're not crushed. I know what's important in life. Certain things I have already accomplished. Certain things I have to look at it and be taunted by it. But that's our journey. And God says, right? And you feel this. And when you start to see these supernatural things, you start to say, what the heck is even real anymore? That's not real. That this can't be. All right, you're seeing all these weird things that are happening, not only on the TV and within social media, but like stuff in reality that you're saying, what the heck is even real? That can't be real. And if you are experiencing this, please put a like on this video. It's confirmation, and others will say, you know what? I'm seeing this as well. I don't know what's real either. Jeffrey, thank you again for the super chat. Being a chosen one, woman talk to you at the start and then they ghost you. I appreciate that. Depends on who it is. So divine feminine will always come back. But as a person, when you are very truthful and, a deceptive person, and it's actually my #1 video on YouTube. One of the talking points is when people run from you, you're so light, they get exposed. And a lot of people don't want to be exposed. This is a society, and that's why we're shifting right now. It's all based on illusions and stuff. It's not real. So some people will get triggered by your light. Some people will be attracted by your light. So it depends. It depends. I hope everyone understands that. All women are different. All men are different. I hope that, you start to realize if you're on this journey, it is always going to be, this teaching will never change. Okay, click subscribe, bookmark this video. Here's the moment. It's never going to change. It's always going to be, ready? It's always going to be content of character, and it's never going to change. And I could sit out here and I could relax. I always say when my head hits the pillow at night, some people like to stir up emotions. Some people like to stir up dramas. I like to teach the truth, and it's always going to be content of character. It's not going to be this group versus that group, this label versus that label. Ascension is not left to right. That's polarity. Ascension is up. Don't forget it, kid. It's true. So, and I could critique my life, and I know there's been people in my life that, it wasn't like a unicorn or rainbow, but they brought the best out of me. They brought the best out of me, and sometimes we want those people in our lives because there's a soul connection there. There's a soul connection there. Because ultimately, and this is how God shows me the truth. You want to know the truth, and regardless of it, and sometimes we have to prove it to ourselves. I did a full chat on that one. Sometimes you just got to prove it to yourself. You don't have to prove it to anybody else. You just got to prove it to yourself, kid. And once you prove it to yourself, once you believe in yourself, that's the true manifestation. And then it starts to exponential growth. Exponential growth is coming. Exponential growth is here. Right? Destiny is here. It's destiny season. Because there is a lot of fake that's out in the world. What is even real anymore? Hi. So to hear that, from my friend, and knowing that so many people are in this mindset right now. They're in this mindset. And that's why I want this word to go out there. I've been focusing very powerfully in the recent times on what the community, what the world is actually dealing with. And people right now are saying, what is even real anymore? What is even real anymore? And what is real is not out there. You will have to navigate this life from in here, because this is the only thing that is real. What is the only thing that is real? So as I say this, I'm putting it in your lens. What is the only thing that is real? I am. And you knew this since you were a child. I've had deep conversations about this. You knew it since you were a child. But everything out there, all the chatter, try to get in that demented brain. What's the demented brain, Uncle Mike? Oh, it's full of subconscious programs that other people gave you. It's not your heart. I know this. Nothing, whatever is my life, I could sit out here alone forever. But I know who I truthfully am. I know, right, what matters, what connections are real. I encourage everyone, and this is just known, the hardest path, the most painful path, is the path you're supposed to take. Let me say it again so it breaks through that demented brain. The hardest path, the one that's it's scary, the scariest path, that's the path. I hope that people, even if it's one word, I've seen so much waste this year. I've seen it's disheartening. But if I could reach one person, I encourage you, instead of running away from love, run towards your love. Get out of the ego. You can't protect yourself from anything. Run towards your love. And that comes in many forms. It could be a relationship, it could be where you want to live. It could be what you want to do for your work. Run towards your love. It is the only thing. You're going to hear this from you're going to feel it from your heart. It is the only thing that's real. It's the only thing that's real. Angelic Butterfly 144, she knows. A lot of people go for the low-hanging fruit, right? It happens oh, I'm going to get this job. It's the low-hanging fruit. It's the easiest thing. This is what, and then if you're a person that's awake and aware, eventually it wears you down. Deterioration when you go for that low-hanging fruit. A lot of these modern women, they go for the beta male that they can control. That's cool, but they don't go for their divine masculine. Even though their heart is, they run from it. These are the things that we have to put back into alignment. I encourage people to run towards their love, not away from their love. Because when you go to the low-hanging fruit, that is your karma. That is for the rest of your life, or for a season of your life. It depends on what it is. I'm here to tell you, I had big decisions. A lot of people know my story. Okay, they had big decisions over the years. And every time I followed my heart, I won. Win. When you follow your heart, it's the only thing that is real. Win. Why do my relationships always fail? Because you didn't follow your heart. Win. Why do I always have these terrible jobs? Because you didn't follow your passion, your heart. Win. And a lot of hearts are screaming right now, Ellie Bear. Ellie Bear's writing it right now. I could watch, I could see it all. I see everything. Okay? Did you decalcify your pineal gland? You should watch my full videos on that. Do a detox, get your spiritual senses up. It's not just a joke. Get your clairs up, bro. Get your clairs up. Okay? Get your clairs up. You will win every time in my life. Now, there's certain aspects that, everything is a certain, some things we're totally in control of. We're not in control of other people. But every time I've won in my life, because the only thing that's real is inside the Sacred Heart. And I ran towards these things. And sometimes, listen, I'm just being real, I was a little scared. I was a little scared to live with the palm trees. I shared this, okay? Full videos on the channel page. Do you want to be healthy, wealthy, and wise? Do you want to be the greatest manifester of all time? Why don't you click the subscribe button? If you hear my voice today and you're saying to yourself, you're going to get sick of this life. You're going to say, what is even real anymore? Well, I'm sick of this life. I'm sick of this fake shit, right? You click subscribe. And I appreciate you doing it. It helps my voice get out there. Right? You get a daily video, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Because this is all subconscious stuff that's happening right now. That's why this is so, like, we feel a lot of depression. We're questioning what is real because it's all the subconscious, all in the subconscious. It's rising up to the surface. It's not easy. That subconscious, right? Big lesson right now. That subconscious is the bottom of the iceberg. Look at that iceberg. Straight ahead, you'll see that iceberg. Wow, look at the size of that iceberg. That's nothing. Most of the iceberg is under the water. That's your subconscious. It's massive. Oh, I'm living my life with my rational brain. What's in that heart, kid? What's in that heart, kid? That's 95% of your life, and you deny it, and that's why you fail. That's why you get into miserable relationships. That's why you get into miserable jobs, and I'm here to fix it. Get in that subconscious today. Fix that subconscious. A lot of people, and I've shared this yesterday, a lot of people respect me. Some people, they get triggered by me, but they respect the fact that I never bow down. They respect it. The new currency is respect. Book it. Book it. If you are holding on to that old life, it's going to get harder and harder. If you're holding on to that 5-year plan, you were Captain Literal Man, Captain Literal Gal. I probably see Captain Literal Gal. All right? Yeah, Captain Literal Gal. You think you have this, I got it all figured out, my rational brain. A devastation is waiting for you. I thought listen, me too. I did it too. We're all picking each other up. Break the subconscious. I thought I had to, this is what I was going to do till I'm 55, and I'm going to do all this stuff. And then better stuff came. Better stuff came that resonated with my heart, my soul. Every day, I get to do these things. Every day my life is shifted. But guess what? You're going to have to be a little scared, because when that heart shot, go ahead. Okay, cool. Deny it. Run from it. That heart is never going to stop. And I went through this until I got on the plane, until I moved forward. The heart is going to pound and pound and pound, and it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. I'll give you an example. Certain times this is how God moves me. There are certain videos I have to get this out now, and I start literally shaking until I film the video and I get it done. You don't need a boss to tell you what to do. Emotions guide us to our highest calling. Love is always the answer. It's a world famous YouTube short. If you're new to the channel, we have tremendous podcasts here. We have world famous videos and we have tremendous YouTube shorts. Okay, check them all out. I have content for everyone now. Everyone is happy. Okay, check them out. The bird agrees. See, right on cue is the bird. There's the bird. Okay. Thank you. Okay. This is how you have to move. This is how you have to move. Move from the heart. When you move from the brain, I'm going to keep saying this. It comes from a different place. When I press record and I do what's coming from my heart, it comes from a different place. Everything is different. If you get it, oh man, do you wake up in the morning and say, oh man, I got to go to this job. I got to do this thing. Again, shifts don't happen overnight. But what you have to do is when you say, is this job even real? Is what I'm doing actually real? And a lot of people, they will get triggered by it and they hold on even more. But what you need to do is let go. What you need to do is answer the call from your heart. You will go down a totally different timeline when you are heart-based versus in that egoic rational brain. How's that egoic rational brain going? Is that good? What is even real anymore? Ultimately on my journey, when I go through this quantum shift that we're all going through, and I find myself curled up in the fetal position, I say, what is even real? This is what I do. I say, what is even real? How is this possible? But in the end, I am in Earth School, and I am becoming, and I will continue to become the greatest version of myself, and that's all that matters. I don't care what the situation is. This person could be a little tough. This situation could be a little tough. But if it makes me the greatest version of myself, I'm all for it, baby. The Sigma male is wired differently, right? The Christed male is wired differently. Is it making you better? I have a lot of respect for people. Over the years, I've learned a lot of things. I sit back and I see it from a higher vantage point, because a man like me that sits out on a beach and takes the events that have happened in his life, takes the people that he's met over the course of his journey, and I sit there and I process it. I say, oh my God, I'm here because of these people. Thank you, right? It's your heart. You are called right now. You are beyond motivated. You are driven. Yeah, a lot of people are curled up in the fetal position, especially in recent times, saying, what the heck is even real? Where are you headed? Okay, I told you where we were headed. Oh, you know where we're headed? Yeah, I'll tell you. Destination unknown. Good luck, kid. I'm sorry. I just give the truth here. I just give the truth. Where are we headed? Destination unknown. The ego wants to, rationalize everything. Okay, this is real. Make it nice and straight lines. It's like, we're in the quantum now. And this message is going to help you really break through that mind, that rational mind. You got to you have to move from the heart. Move from the heart. Speak your truth. You might be a person, you ran away from your love and you never spoke your truth to him. Maybe it's time that you speak your truth, because you go on a totally different timeline. Okay? Maybe, there was, you didn't want to talk to this person, right? You had this idea for this job, for this creation. Maybe you're scared to talk to your boss. Maybe you're scared to talk to your boss, right? And then you get up there and say, you know what? I have this idea. And your boy, oh my God, this is the greatest thing. And then they give you a promotion. Then you move up the ladder. Please put a like on this message. I'm so grateful for that. And it allows others to benefit in their everyday life. What the heck is real anymore? It's in the heart. It's in the heart. That's the real thing. And sometimes when it gets too real, that's why some people get triggered by me. How you doing? Because I'm too real. I move forward every single day. My number one comment, I love this. I'm just here for the realness. I'll get a couple of those today in the comment section. Just here for the realness. Just popping up, eating the popcorn, seeing what's going on in the greatest reality show that you've ever seen in your life. Ah, that's beautiful. Ellie Bear writes, your heart is the compass. Beautiful. Beautiful comment. Your heart is the compass. Follow that heart. So many people, it's a derangement of it's backwards. It's backwards. They're running away from it like they're afraid of it. And that's why you are only in control of yourself. You're not in control of anyone else. You are control of yourself. And when we're able to fix it, your life, it improves exponentially, exponentially. It's good advice, Lowell. Appreciate that. So it's not. It really isn't easy. It's not easy to realize. You're saying what is even real anymore, and so if you are seeing things on I saw it on TV, it's got to be real. If you see it on the TV, and you're saying to yourself, what the heck is real anymore? To hear so many of the people that I converse with, they're noticing other people saying it directly to me. What is even real anymore? Question everything. So important to question things. What am I witnessing? What am I actually seeing? And that's why you have to have that third eye open, pineal gland decalcified, so that you could see the truth. And sometimes you'll watch some of the movies. You say, this is a fake movie. Maybe you do this as well, and you sit there and you watch the movie with the open third eye. You're getting all the information. You're sitting there, third eye's open. It goes through these two eyes, but then you're actually watching it with that third eye. And that movie is teaching you everything. You're getting it from a higher vantage point. That's where you want to see it from. See it from the third eye. See it from a higher vantage point. What is the deeper meaning? Some people get deeper. They watch some of my world famous videos. They get a deeper meaning the second time. I love that comment too. Okay. Recently, I did a very powerful video. None of this is real. Okay. I'm going to share that video. It's going to be at the pinned comment. Watch it. Watch it again. None of this is real. And if you really focus to everything, and that literally happened in that video because it's glitching through the quantum, you get the truth from that video. None of this is real. None of it. I get it. I get it, bro. Because I was, none of it's real. And when you start realizing that, as Tesla said, if you think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, you're picking up on a frequency of the reality is a frequency. It's not. I'm hitting the solid wall here. It's not even here. It's not. I'm not even here. I'm not even here. Right? Deep stuff. I get that it's very difficult to process, but this is where the magic, that's why this video is entitled, What is Even Real Anymore? When you sit there, you could be curled up in the fetal position, okay? Please listen carefully, put a like on this video, this is the answer. When you are sitting there and this moment, it's a moment, it's your I guess we will call it a Kensho moment, not really so much a Satori moment, and you get that at place and you say, what is even real anymore? Boom, that's it. That's it. It's about achieving that moment when you say, what the is even real anymore? And then everything begins to shift. And then everything begins to shift. Powerful stuff. It's scary. I get it. Love is scary. Again, it's all, you see how this whole lesson is connected? The heart is pounding. You feel like it's scary, but that's your heart energy. It's actually telling you the answer. And people don't understand this. Okay, they go for the fake. They go for the low-hanging fruit instead of going for their love. Wasted. I'm telling you from my own experience. I would have wasted my life doing the rational thing. I have such an enriched life. I'm grateful for God for all the crazy stuff that I've been through, because it was an opportunity. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to break through the matrix. It's an opportunity to break free. Are you ready to break free? If you would like to break free from the matrix, why don't you click the subscribe button? It's time to take the journey. It's time to make the donuts. It's time to make the donuts. You can't stay safe in this video. What's the point? You're playing, hello, life is a game. It's a very powerful video. It's on the channel page. Don't you want to have fun? So simple. So simple. People can't do it. I'm telling you, I'm watching it play out. I've seen it play out over the years. It's the same subconscious program. It's always you. Ask, don't you want to have fun? Huh? Start smiling. You look prettier if you smile. Did you know this? You look very pretty when you smile. Start smiling. Galactic Guardian, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful for the support. I love you very much. Galactic Guardians are here. All the Guardians are here. All the Commanders are here. Right? Because it's time. It's time, baby. So this is a very, this is where we are. I know so many people are feeling this right now. You're starting to question reality like never before. Okay, so if this message resonates with you, if you're going out into the world and saying, what the heck is even real anymore? All right, I know, again, I don't do things because it's the popular thing. It's the answer. When you get to this moment where you say, what the is even real anymore, that's where the magic, it's magical. And that's why it's got to get really out of control, crazy. I was talking to my friend about it, and we keep saying we always come to this, it's got to get even more crazier. It's got to get even more outlandish so that more people say, what the is even real anymore? This is the answer. So this is very powerful. I'm so grateful for the community support. Please put a like on this video before I get off. Comment down below. Are you finding yourself curled up into the fetal position, asking yourself, what is even real? Is this even real? And this comes in the form of TV. It comes on the form of social media. It comes in the form of your everyday life. When you're questioning and you're saying, what is real anymore? It's literally the answer. Tracy writes, you hit it on the head, Michael. I appreciate that. I like to teach with laser pinpoint accuracy. Okay, so please share this video because I'm sure a lot of people are questioning. There's a video exploding right now about the current ascension symptoms on the channel page because people are feeling all of this come up. It's all subconscious. I get it. I know it's terrifying. I know you have a lot of anxiety, okay? But it will continue to rise until you physically do the motion. Until it happened in my life many times, until I physically got on the plane, until I physically moved forward, until you could keep I'm gonna hide it. that heart's not going to stop pounding, kid. Let go. Let go. Okay? So, love you guys. Check out the channel page. Watch the video down below, because none of this is real. And if you really watch that video with the opened third eye, you will have the answer. Okay? You will have the answer. So, love you guys. Let us know if you are in that fetal position. And we have big stuff coming next week. So click subscribe. Oh, it's coming, baby. I love you guys. Take care. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the day and have fun. Start having some fun and go for the love. Go for the love, not the fear. All right. Love you guys.